Hello, how's it going? How's your day? I am doing, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing today. I am fresh out of ideas because, yeah, that's why the title's the way it is, because I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do today. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I need to get my staff units up. I am really hurting for members. I lost a ton of people because I kept sending dispatch units.
FOB.
Hey, wait a minute, I cleared this platform. Did I do the wrong... I did, didn't I? No, I didn't. What the that's so weird. Okay. I cleared this platform, but I guess the game... doesn't think I did.
Heading to
Whatever.
FOB.
That's cool.
Deploying.
Yeah, I don't really know what we're gonna see today in terms of content, in terms of PvP and shit like that. I want to do some, but I'm also like, I gotta balance, you know, I can't do nothing but PvP, that's really lame. I mean, for some people they want to see that, but me personally, I try to keep my portfolio a bit wide. You know, not too specific to one thing or the other. Because again, you know, what's the saying? Variety is the spice of life. I really am just like a fucking cliche machine. Like, I'm sorry, I really can't help it. When you're a suburban white dude, you know, it's just part of your nature. That and like corny jokes, right? See, I think I've realized something, right? There's a people are like, you know, people make the observation that it seems like dads making dad jokes just comes out of nowhere. I don't think it does. I think and the thing is that like 99% of the time it's white dads that are making that. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's white dads that are making the stupid dad jokes. And I mean, you know, we love them for that, obviously. But my point here is I don't think that that comes out of nowhere. You know? When you're a white dude, like, you know, corny jokes and whatnot, that's just your nature. That's just, like, what you were born to do. And so it's kind of, you know, it may seem a little weird, but no, it's how it's meant to be. You know what I'm saying? And as much as I wish, you know, I was predisposed to making better jokes, somewhere out there, there's somebody, or maybe multiple somebodies, who find my corny ass funny, or something like that. I don't know. People didn't find me funny, I wouldn't be doing this, so, you know. Regardless of that. I'm going to talk about something else that I don't really care too much about, but I need something interesting to talk about, or else I just sit here with my mouth open for like 20 minutes, and that's not really interesting. But like football, right? What's up with that, you know? Listen, right? I liked the Chiefs last season. Like, I thought it was funny that everybody hated them last season, because people have been hating them for a while. You know, this season is the one season where everybody is like, yeah, we hate the Chiefs, and you know, this is a season where it's really apparent. Last season, it was like, you know, if you were a Chiefs hater, it was like, it was like, that's not really fair, you know, like, come on, man. But now if you're a Chiefs hater, it's like, yeah, no, that's completely justified. And listen, right, like, again, I'm not like, I liked the Chiefs last year because I thought it was funny that everybody hated them. And, you know, it wasn't anything against San Francisco last season, but it was just, you know, It was just me being stupid and edgy, I guess. Point is, this season, yeah, I hate the Chiefs. Yeah, they suck. Like, and the reason, oh, for fuck. The reason why I don't like the Chiefs this season is kind of the same as like why other people don't like the Chiefs, because it's like they keep winning when they totally shouldn't. You know, like any other team in the NFL would not be able to win games like that. But they do. Somehow the Chiefs just get away with it. And I'm not saying it's like a conspiracy. I'm not saying it's rigged. I mean, it's kind of rigged. It's a little. It's probably a little rigged. But my point is just, you know, it gets to a point where you're just like sick of it. You're like, dude, I want to see somebody else fucking, you know, play the game. You know, I don't want any of this. Okay. I don't want any of this, you know, same team, same, you know, people year after year. You know, nobody wants to watch that.
Heading to FOB.
So, you know, it's just like you just get bothered. You just get annoyed, you know. I really wish the Bills beat the Chiefs this year. I think so I made a bet, right? And I said that I bet that it's going to be Chiefs and Eagles this year. I want it to be like Bills and Eagles or something like that. Because obviously, you know, the Eagles are like, they're not the Chiefs. People don't hate the Bills like, people don't hate the Eagles like they hate the Chiefs. But they kind of hate the Eagles like they hate the Chiefs. It's like if you're anybody outside of Philly, you just don't give a fuck. You're just like, I don't like the Eagles, you know? Well, I'm not denying they're a good team. It's just like, I don't live in Philly, so I don't care, you know? And anybody who doesn't live in Philly would share that sentiment. And, you know, yeah, maybe it's not completely fair, but I don't know. The way I see it, it's again, you know, people don't want to watch the same shit every year. And I'll be honest, it is kind of unreasonable for people to be like, oh, this, you know, this Super Bowl is so terrible because it's the Chiefs and the Eagles. My point here is like, okay, they're the best teams in the NFL, right? I mean, and see, this is where the argument comes in, where people would be like, oh, but the Chiefs aren't actually as good as people say they are. And they're not. They're definitely not as good as their record would have you believe. They are significantly worse than you'd think. But at the end of the day, it's like, what are you going to do? I'm going to watch the Super Bowl because of Kendrick Lamar. I'm not going to watch the whole Super Bowl. I'm going to watch the halftime show because I like Kendrick Lamar. Other than that, it's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't even know. I might like stream on Super Bowl Sunday. That'd be a little funny. It would probably be completely useless and pointless because nobody would watch it because everybody would be watching the Super Bowl. But, you know, I don't really know. I just wish that it was like Bills versus Eagles, you know, because Bills and, you know, the Bills have never won a Super Bowl, and Josh Allen is a really promising quarterback. And I can say that because I'm on the outside looking in. I don't care about literally any of the teams in the playoffs this year. I really don't give a shit because my team did not make it into the playoffs. So, you know, yeah, I'm not like over here like, oh man, I wish this team won the playoffs, but because no, like I don't care. Like my team didn't make it to the playoffs. They're not making it to the Super Bowl. And they're probably not going to make it to the Super Bowl for quite a while. But it's just annoying because you're like, you know, we need some variety here. Shut up. Oh my God. I've always found it a little goofy how the guards will, like, the voice line will still finish even if they get knocked out or something. That's always seemed a little odd to me. Can I like? Oh, I can do that. Yeah. Yeah, look, it's that platform that I hate infiltrating. Anyway. Yeah, but with regards to football, it just sucks that we can't have a team that's not like the same two teams that we've all seen for the past, like, you know, 2 years in the Super Bowl, you know? Like, if the 49ers had won the Super Bowl, I mean, at the very least, people wouldn't hate the Chiefs as much as they do now, you know? Because part of the reason why people are haters is because the Chiefs have won, you know? And people are like, grr, the Chiefs keep winning, and I don't like that. And, like, honestly, yeah, I get it. Like, it's annoying when they keep winning. But, what are you going to do, you know? Like I said, I'm going to watch the Super Bowl for Kendrick Lamar and nothing else, you know? Also, I'm probably nasally as shit right now. It's weird. I'm not, like, congested, but my nose doesn't want to work properly, which is, you know, a little annoying. You know what's crazy, right? Is when I was younger, when I was a lot younger. Well, I mean, it's been a while now. Point is, when I was younger, I like legitimately wanted to be a YouTuber. I really want to be a YouTuber, and it was, you know,
Heading to FOB.
I was a kid, so of course every kid wants to be a fucking YouTuber. Like,
Deploying.
you know, I bet, like, you know, and people my age as well, people in Gen Z are obviously going to be like, oh yeah, I want to be a YouTuber too. Because we grew up watching YouTubers. You know, we were the ones that, I mean, it was mostly millennials that got started on YouTube, and they're the big ones. What's up, Tacit? How's it going? You know, there's a lot of millennials that were big YouTubers that Gen Z watched growing up, but, you know, now it's our turn. Now we're like, oh yeah, we want to be YouTubers now. And it's kind of goofy because it's like, I don't have like a massive following. I don't have like, I'm not like famous. You know, if you see me in the street, you're not going to recognize me. But for all intents and purposes, I'm doing exactly what I wanted to when I was a kid, you know? I'm a YouTuber, and you know, it's not exactly what I envisioned, but you know, this YouTube thing takes work, and I'm not expecting to make a living off of this. I just like keeping it as a hobby, you know how it is. And it's nice that I have people that are willing to watch as well. I sound like I'm 16. Well, might be my voice, because I'm a bit nasally than I usually. I think I'm a bit more nasally than I usually am, but yeah, I do think I sound younger than I actually am. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a bad thing. I don't know. I can't say I miss being 16. Looking back on it, I just feel like, man, I was so cringy when I was 16. But back when I was 16, I probably thought I was hot shit. I did think I was hot shit when I was 16, so, you know, it's not really fair. And, you know, in, I don't know, years from now, when I'm like 25, I'm probably going to think, man, I was so cringy when I was 18. Why did I do that YouTube thing? That was so, you know, it was so weird and silly, and, you know, maybe I won't look back on it like that. I don't know. Point is, I don't really have a... I don't know. I think that my younger self, my much younger self, would be very happy with what I'm doing right now. My much younger self would be like, you're telling me that we get to actually make YouTube videos and live stream and have a good computer? Like, that's a crazy thing. Is I really am making 16-year-old me proud right now, because, you know, gotta go edit a video. I'll be back. I'll see you, man. Don't be a stranger. Yeah, but I'm really making 16-year-old me happy now, because if I was able to go back in time and tell myself, oh yeah, this is what you do in X amount of years, I'd be like, holy shit, that's so epic. If people say I sound like I'm 16, then this man. What are you doing? Dang it. Yeah, I don't know. I do think that Is there a mine? Oh, there it is. I can just walk right past that. There's no guards up here, right? Oh wait, I need to get these things. Hang on. Yeah, but anyway, 16-year-old me was like, man, I really want to get a good computer someday. Oh shit, I don't have any. I mean, I have the guns, so that works too. Yeah, 16-year-old me was like, all I really want in life is a computer and to be a good computer and to be a YouTuber. And, well, that's basically what I'm doing right now. Hey, man. Ow. Yeah, so I think 16-year-old me would be happy if I went back in time and told him that this is what I'm doing in X amount of years in the future. Oh, shut up. I hate the tasks for this one so much, man. Why do I need to get rid of... It's painful to see an alert saying someone is at your FOB without PS Plus. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to go to PlayStation. Because... And I didn't even know this. I was like, I don't have a PlayStation, first of all. And so, you know, the first problem is I would have to get one. The second problem is that, you know, that's expensive. And the third problem is that there is simply no real good way for me to justify spending that much money, you know, just to play another video game. You know, and see, and that's kind of the thing, is that when I was younger, you know, of course I wanted a console. Every Gen Z kid wanted a console when they were young, but now it's like, now that I've, you know, grown up on PC, and now that I play games on PC all the time, it's like, why would I ever want a console ever again, you know? Because consoles, you know, they're great if you don't have, you know, the time or the money to commit to, you know, really high-level gaming. Kinjo, how's it going? So yeah, it's one of those things where it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, in theory, you could justify getting a console when you're younger, but when as you get older, it's like, okay, a console would be cool, but I kind of want to be able to do other stuff. And for me, ironically, the thing is that it wasn't even like, oh, I just want to, sorry. Now it's less of a, oh, I want to be able to do different. Well, I should say, when I got my computer and when I got into PC gaming, it wasn't like, oh man, I want to be able to play games, or I want to be able to do other things and play games. It was like, I want to be able to play games and have it, like, run really well. And that was kind of a big motivating factor behind getting my computer, because I was like, yeah, being able to do other stuff is cool, you know, being able to go on YouTube and stream, you know, it's easier to do it on a computer, of course. But you know, that kind of stuff was secondary, because, you know, once I realized that a PC was, you know, 10 times if not more powerful than a PlayStation or a console in general, it was like, okay, well then why would I ever want a console? And, you know, again, I'll be honest, I wish I grew up with a console, honestly, I kind of did. But it's not like a, you know, now I'm here, now I'm with a PC. No one can defend against you. What are you saying about the PlayStation? Are you talking about, like, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh, so you mean if you don't have, like, PlayStation Plus, then people can't defend against. So, what rank am I in the world? What, in terms of like espionage score? I don't know. Not very high. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, I'm like 600 in espionage score. But I mean, the espionage score thing is like kind of superfluous because it's like people will cheat and, you know, people will do this, that, and the other. Can't do any PvP without. So you're saying like, so you can invade FOBs, but you can't PvP without PS. That's so weird. I feel like the entire FOB, I thought the entire system was like unavailable if you didn't have PlayStation Plus. Am I wrong about that? I might be misunderstanding, I'm not sure, but I'm on top of a couple of leaderboards, I think. Where's the... There was an easier way to, records, yeah. Is this it? No. You're 16,435 in the world. I don't know. I don't actually know where to find that. Is that like under the... So you can invade people, but people can't fight you. That's really interesting. I kind of thought that like you were just unable to do anything online without PS Plus, but I guess that would be a little unfair. You know, in theory, that's like the ultimate meta against like toxic people, because you can invade people, but they can't fight you, and you can't fight them, you know? And I mean, yeah, not being able to defend your own base would kind of suck, but not being able to, you know, get, you know, preventing people from fighting against you would be really nice, you know? Yeah, I don't know where to find, like, my world ranking. I'm not sure. Yeah, it would be pretty unfair. What is this? Play, oh. Yeah, but this isn't, like... leaderboard. Who's at the very top? Oh, yeah. Silver New Country. Yeah, the closer you get to the top, I'm not saying that these are... Some of these, I'm sure, are slightly... I'm sure some of these scores are altered for some people, but... Is there anybody? I saw Dimitri up there. There's Apo. Wow. Huh. Good for him. Successful infiltration. Okay, so this... Okay, well, this is successful infiltrations, then. Okay, well, that explains a lot. This is kind of unfair, though, because like I said, there's a lot of different ways people can, like, if you do a bunch of, like, something. If you do a bunch of, like, God, I keep fucking losing my train of thought. If you do a lot of, the event infiltrations, then it, like, I mean, FOB event ranking, 254. Yeah, I'm assuming... Are there people that actually go through and, like, grind out all of these events? Like, I personally cannot see that. I don't really know, though. Espionage grade ranking. TF grade. Overall rankings. $23,000. Oh god. Huh. Yeah, I'm assuming some of these scores are altered in some way, shape, or form. I couldn't even really say, though. Anyway. Grinding events is so boring, but usually worth it. Yeah, that's the thing, though, is, like, once I get done with... Unless it's, like, Mosquito, I hate doing the events. Because it's just so... It's so boring, you know? Like, I want to do other stuff. I'm such a zoomer, I need, like, constant fucking simulation.
Please select a mission.
What do I want to do? You know what? I don't usually
Please
ghost
select a
command
mission.
platform, but why not, you know?
Unit dispatched.
Gotta rebuild my entire, loadout, though, because I,
Heading to FOB.
got rid of everything because I was doing other stuff.
Deploying.
It's just, you just get more staff from, like, honestly, if you really wanted to, you could, in theory, get, like, 10 times more staff from just doing ghostings, but, you know, it's whatever. The problem with doing ghostings is that if you screw it up, you know, it's pretty punishing. And if you, nope. Phantom Cigar doesn't work in FOBs. Probably because it wouldn't really make sense for you to pass time while you're, you know, doing an and also there's a time limit. Like, the canonical reason is probably because it's like, well, why would you want to skip time while you're on an FOB and, you know, stuff like that, but can I? Dude, his freaking hitbox is... Oh my god. Look at that. 2 with 1 shot. Yeah, if you screw up ghosting, it's like the ultimate pain in the ass. Stop. The thing that I've always found a little funny is that when you shoot like a guard, you're skipping time when someone defends. Oh fuck. Camera.
UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
I need to stop being so scared of cameras, dude. They're really not as big of an issue as you'd think. They always have, like... Problem with cameras, though, is that they're always, like, exceedingly bad until you get to the last deck, and then it's like they turn into the eye of God, literally, and they can just see every single thing. And they become exceedingly hard to counter. It pop my Nocto. I always forget to do that. It let me use stealth cam in FOB, yeah. This game is coded wonderfully with no problems whatsoever. You didn't hear that.
What's wrong? Come in, Zulu 6. We have a situation. All units on alert. CP, this is Delta 6. Seeing smoke.
Oh my god, stop fucking moving.
This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
That could have been bad. I've never heard of that happening before where it lets you use like stealth camo. That must have been really funny though.
UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
Yeah, see kids, this is why we don't try to invade this platform, because it just sucks. Like, it's just not, it's so vertical and shit, you know?
This is CP. Understood. Don't let your guard down. They could still be in the area. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. Security cams picked up a
And also, there's way too many UAVs.
Go investigate.
Is this guy gonna, like...
CP, this is Delta 3. Investigating.
He just didn't check on his friend. Wow, real nice.
CP, this is Delta 3. We've arrived on the scene. Checking the area. Over. CP, understood. Watch for anything suspicious. Out. UAV has spotted an intruder. Move in. ASAP.
Infiltration failed.
Yeah, well, that's my fault.
Try a little harder next time.
UAVs are so fucking bipolar, dude. They're either... This is what I'm talking about. It's like, once you get to the final deck, they're like, I see everything. And you're like, are you fucking serious? A fucking Eye of Sauron type shit, you know? And it's like, bro, can we not? This game is coded wonderfully. UAV goes through the wall. Yeah, exactly. I was watching a video today of just like a compilation of like glitches and like stuff like that. It was like open world stuff, but I was just like, how did this game get released? And the amazing thing is that, you know, for a game, you know, rushed out the door like this, for all of the issues that it had with, you know, getting finished and things like that, it's honestly kind of crazy that for the most part everything works, you know, pretty much fine, you know. You know, other games from different creators would be significantly worse off if they were
Please
trying
select a
to
mission.
release a game This guy has grade 12 equipment. Yeah, that's how
Unit
that works.
dispatched. Heading to FOB. Deploying.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Anyway, honestly, like, the real issue that I have with ghosting is I choke, you know? It's not even that I suck, because, dude, I don't suck. Like, I do good with ghosting, you know? I can do it and I can get it done, but it's just like, I get to the very end, and then it's like, haha, time for the collapse.
Analysis complete.
Oh, great, they're all E-ranked. Probably should have
Clouds approaching.
taken a look at that. Nope. That could have been bad. Yeah, well, there goes my no reflex bonus, but whatever.
Understood. Watch for anything suspicious. Out.
You know, if I was smart, I would have done this FOB with, Does that have any effect on them? Do they go to sleep if I do that?
CP, this is Delta 3. Got something worth checking here. How should we proceed? Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out. CP, this is Zulu 7. We may have an intruder. Going on alert. Over.
Caution. Heavy
Don't
mist
let your guard down.
anticipated.
Out. CP, this is Zulu 6. Explosion spotted. Damage unknown.
Nah, throwing that flashbang there was so stupid.
CP, understood. All units, be on alert. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. We may have a situation. Whoever's closest, go check it out. CP, this is
Oh, so that does work.
enemy activity.
Huh.
Tightening security.
How about that?
This is CP. Understood. Check your surroundings. Out.
Whew. Caught him right as he turned around.
All fire teams, this is CP.
Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. CP, this is Zulu 4. We'll investigate immediately. Out.
You know what I don't understand? Why is it that
All fire teams, this is CP.
UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
the battery vaporizer thing exists,
Clouds
but
approaching.
All fire teams, this is CP. Someone took the sensor. Possibly an intruder. Whoever's closest, go and investigate ASAP. All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. All fire teams, this is CP. We may have a situation. Whoever's closest, go check it out. All fire teams, this is CP.
there we go. That was
Infiltration successful.
Nearest unit, go investigate.
Extraction arrived.
almost
at
800
base.
infiltrations. Damn, I have wasted so much of my life. Now my title is making me hungry, man. I want McDonald's now. I don't know if any of my training friends are on today. I don't really think so. Ooh, okay. Sorry about that. Oh, Hunter, what's up? How's it going?
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Heading to FOB. Deploying.
Wish this game had like a co-op feature.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
You want to know something, honestly? Okay, so everybody is excited about MGS Delta, right? And I am too, don't get me wrong. I'm definitely excited for it. I can't wait to see what Konami does with the franchise now that they're, you know, taking some liberties with it, I suppose you could say. Now that they are going to start doing things on their own. I'm excited for it for sure. But and this is like, honestly, people don't talk about this, and I don't understand why they don't. Because for me, it's like this seems like a big issue, but no one's seemingly talking about it. And that is the fact that Konami has not said anything about MGS Delta in like 2 months. You know, like all of so first of all, let's lay this out. Let's be logical with this, right? First of all, the game was announced in 2023. It's 2025 now. And that by itself is not like a bad thing per se, but the thing is that they promised us this game in 2024. They were like, "Oh yeah, release date's planned for 2024." And it didn't come out in 2024. And so now I'm just over here, you know, I and a lot of other community members, but like the thing is I haven't really seen people talk about this too much. I'm over here like, okay, where is the content, basically? Where's the game? What's going on? Because, you know, they were like, oh yeah, we'll have this game out in 2025 or in 2024, and it's not happened yet. And, you know, as much as I want to believe they're just taking the time to do everything perfectly and make sure that this is the single greatest damn game that anyone's ever made, that'd be great, but, you know, we need some kind of indicator of their progress. You know, that's a problem. You know, we have not seen, what's up, military? We've not seen any news, and PC, what's up? We have not seen any news, any announcements, any trailers. It's been radio silence for over 2 months now. And, you know, again, I'm optimistic. I'm excited for this game because, like, are you kidding me? It would be the greatest revival of a franchise since, I don't know, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I mean, that's kind of a lame comparison because, you know, Metal Gear is, from what I understand and from what I've played, I mean, there's no hate on Final Fantasy. I'm just using that as an example. Did they say something about... No, they haven't said anything about Delta since... November of 2024. And yeah, it's January now, you know, we were promised a release date for this game ages ago, and that hasn't happened. I'm kind of more looking at PV or ghosting and things like that today. If I get bored, I might hop in for some PvP, but I'm not sure. No! No, are you fucking kidding me? I hit the same guy twice. And that guy took like 30 years to fall over. That was kind of weird. Tragedy. You know what I need to do? I need to invade combat platform. I need to do that instead. I'll let you know, military. I'll let you know. If I do want to do some PvP, I'll let you know. I need to, you know, get my training done, but, you know, the tournament's on hold for the foreseeable future. So, yeah, there's just been nothing said about MGS Delta for over 2 months. Metal Gear Survive has a co-op mode. Yeah, but, like, okay, who actually plays Metal Gear Survive? I've heard people say that it's not actually as bad as you'd think, but I don't know. I'm not really gonna spend the money and, you know, find out. And I've seen, like, gameplay from it, and it just looks like really, really confusing. It just looks like a lot of stuff going on at once that I'm not really sure I want to get involved with.
Please select a mission.
But
Unit dispatched.
I don't know. Part of me wants to believe that they're doing like, oh yeah, we're gonna. I want to believe that they're doing some like crazy good stuff with Delta, but they haven't said anything. There's been no communication. They've said absolutely nothing. Sonic 06 next year, but it was actually good. Yeah, and that's the issue that we're running into, is that, you know, all of these other corporations, all these other developers are cranking out
Successfully sneaking away into the heart of the rival PF's
they're just cranking out remakes and remasters like it's nothing. And, you know, Konami has one of the most universally loved and one of the most lucrative franchises ever, you know, put out there. Oh, I used the wrong fucking pistol. I guess I just better hit my headshots then, huh? If I can get through this FOB with the wrong fucking pistol. Yeah, but it just, I don't know. And the thing is, Konami, I don't know, I just don't really like Konami as a company, partly because of, you know, the way they're handling Delta, and or handling it, I should say, the way they're not handling it, because they're just not doing anything. It's like when your mom tells you as a kid that, oh yeah, we'll get McDonald's, but then, you know, she only keeps that promise like months later when you're least expecting it, you know? And at that point, you've completely forgotten. Go to your solid portable obstinate year. The game isn't bad, we only hated it, but... Where? once again.
CP, this is Zulu 4. Threat detected. Going on alert. Over. This is CP. Understood. Don't let your guard down. Out.
Hitting somebody with the SB pistol in a headshot is like, I wonder if that like makes them sleep for longer, right? Like, in theory that wouldn't really make sense, but it'd be kind of funny if like that was a hidden feature where if you hit somebody with the SB pistol, it does like they sleep for even longer, or they just never wake up. They sleep infinitely. Oh my god.
All fire teams, this is CP. Security cams picked up a man in trouble.
Yeah, you hit him headshot with the SB. So I'll hold your money until we get home. You never see. Yeah, that's a better example. That's more so of what I was trying to say. When your dad says he'll pay you back for the beer that you, or that doesn't make sense, but your dad says he'll pay you back for the money that you loaned him, and then you never see that money again. I don't know. It's just disappointing, you know. And Konami has a history of just kind of giving the community the middle finger and not really caring, you know. Whether it be with regards to the FOB community that they've just practically abandoned since, I don't even know, but it's, you know, FOBs as a game mechanic, and yeah, this game is 9 years old, but my point still stands, that, you know, you should not abandon this game and just leave the players to rot just because the game's old, you know?
Watch for anything suspicious. Out. All fire teams, this is CP.
Yeah.
We may have a situation. Whoever's closest, go check it out. CP, this is Zulu 1. I'm seeing smoke. There may be enemies in the area. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
There's a guy right there.
All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
The game never comes. Yeah. It's like I'm saying. It's just they've already taken a major hit to their bottom line because they've done all this marketing and they have nothing to show for it. You know, they've done all this marketing. They've pumped out all these trailers and screenshots.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Another Oblivion PSP situation. Is that like game never came out? How many espionage points was that? That was probably a lot. Oof! Ooh, 144k. Yes, that's. I don't think that's a high score, but it might be, bro. It's really, really nice. I like that. Metal Gear will never come back. Will never get back. Yeah, the franchise. If MGS Delta never comes out, the franchise is dead and buried. Like, that's just. And I'm not saying that it's not gonna come out. It's just, it ain't looking good. It's not looking good. And I know, oh, it's only been 2 months. But again, listen, man. Oh my God, I'm number 20. I bet it has. Oh, it hasn't updated though. What's the number one? 2K, bro. How do you? Dog. Dude, how the fuck do you get 300,000 points in a single infiltration? I don't know, man. Fucking 128k. But now I'm gonna go up to. I'm gonna move up a couple spots. Probably to about 17. Because that is. Living PSP was a game that was gonna come out in pre-order ship, but it never came out. Did they like issue refunds and stuff, or? There's no way that. One. These haven't updated though. Refunds were made, yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm hopeful, I'm excited. The game looks awesome, and MGS3 is probably it's in my top 3 favorite Metal Gear games of all time. Like it would be blasphemy for me to say otherwise, you know. It would just be ridiculous. But if they're not able to follow through, you know, and look at it this way, you know, Konami has not been having a good couple years, you know. 2023, you know, I don't remember when they announced, but you know, they were like, oh yeah, Silent Hill remaster and Metal Gear Master Collection and MGS Delta. You know, they made all of these promises, and you know, the Silent Hill remake was like the one thing that they followed through on that was like decent. The MGS Master Collection was awful. They released it and people were like, this fucking sucks, why would you release this? And
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched.
MGS Delta, still not out yet. Still don't know where it is.
Heading to FOB.
And you know, so it's just like, oh my god, I used the wrong pistol again. I'm so stupid. My fucking ADHD brain. Click buttons, go fast. I mean, yeah, there's things that are fixed, but I'll be honest with you. I bought MGS1, the Master Collection version, on Steam, and I loaded it up, and the first thing I said was, oh, this is awful. Like, I'm sure MGS2 and 3 look fine, but MGS1 is just... I had the benefit of playing it in a really good format, you know. When I played MGS1, it worked really nicely and everything was fine. But, you know, for the people who are not willing to play the game using alternate methods, it's like, mate, this thing sucks, you know. But I suppose the idea here with Konami is that they won't know what they're missing, you know? But every other Metal Gear fan on the planet is gonna know and is gonna be like, that's the reason why I got so much backlash. Because people were like, why is it so bad? And Konami could just not make an argument for why it was so bad. You know, the Konami couldn't say, oh, well, this, and the other. No, it was just bad, and there was no other way around it. And yeah, it's not completely fair, because, oh, you know, it's a 20-year-old PlayStation game. But again, all I'm saying, man, is if emulators can do it, I just want to, yeah, try playing it on PSP. How? When was it ever on PSP? Are you talking about, like, some other kind of emulation, or what are you talking about? What is you saying, bro?
CP, this is Delta 3. I'm seeing smoke. There may be enemies in the area. Over.
Analysis complete.
CP, understood. Take security and stay alert. Hostile!
Mission failed.
I mean, if I had the other
Try a little harder
pistol.
next time.
PS1 backwards compatibility. How does that even for PSP? Wow, okay. Learn something new every day, I suppose, but oh, Tad sits back. How's it going? Yeah, but Konami is just not, they've just been missing. Like, a lot of their stuff lately has just been disappointing or not materializing or something of the like, you know? And it's, you know, you can't run a business like that. You can't expect people to be happy about it, you know? Good luck trying to get MGS1 on it without hacks. I got it removed from PSN. The only way to get it is a legacy collection. Yeah, but even like the legacy collection, I thought that was a decent port. Problem with MGS1 with the Master Collection, it was just a bad port. Like they just didn't give enough shits about it, you know?
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched.
Really did not give enough shit about the. Really? 79% it fails? Ooh.
Please select a mission.
No. Alright.
Heading to FOB.
Maybe this is suicide, but I'm gonna go in without dispatch.
Deploying.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
The other issue, I think, Konami, and maybe they're realizing this, and maybe they're taking steps to fix it, but something that they have to understand is that MGS Delta, unless they decide to make a Metal Gear Online 4, is not going to have any longevity. And that's depressing because MGS3 is an excellent game, but MGS3 didn't even have any longevity because it was by itself, you know, when it came out, the reason that it lasted as long as it did is because there wasn't anything, you know, it came out in a earlier era. This is an interesting bridge block. If I was smart. GS2 on Switch 30. It's like honestly, I think that Konami is just like having a competition to see who can make the shittier and shittier idea, you know? PS2 at MGS2 at 60 FPS.
Caution.
Yeah.
Missed
It's just sad, you know? Because for such an excellent franchise, it sure is owned by one of the shittiest publishers of all time. See, this, kids, is why you send dispatch units. Look at how many fucking guards there are. Lost my reflex bonus. Thanks, game.
Analysis complete.
CP, this is Zulu 10. We'll investigate ASAP. Out.
Yeah. Modern day Konami is just, alright guys, let's all have a meeting. And the meeting starts and they're like, alright, what's this meeting about? And it's like, how can we kill Metal Gear as fast as humanly possible? You know, honestly, listen, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, right? I'm a sane human being. But listen, right? Konami has to know that Metal Gear is never going to be the same without Hideo Kojima. And they also know that they were the ones who took the, they were the ones who took the, the route of, we're kicking you out, They were the ones who were not going to, they were the ones who decided not to compromise. And I'll be honest with you, yeah, Kojima is to blame, Kojima is partly to blame for getting fired. Because he went over budget, he took too long, and, it's only natural that the publisher would be like, listen, man, we hired you to make this game, not sit around and dilly-dally with Hollywood actors while we, bleed money, They want you to do what you were hired to do. And, unfortunately, Kojima was like, no. And keep in mind, he didn't even want to continue making Metal Gear games after like MGS4. He was like, after MGS4, he was like, you know what, guys, I think we should be done with this. And Konami was like, no, give us more money. And like, yeah, I guess that idea isn't the worst thing ever because it gave us some really excellent games like Peace Walker, for instance, because Peace Walker is such a fucking good game.
Understood. All units, we may have intruders. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. CP, this is Zulu 7. I can see smoke. Possible enemy sabotage. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
Yeah, no, that is... An MGS5 re-release is literally, I'm not even joking, it is my ultimate dream. If I could make it happen, I would. And that's such a lame thing to say. But dude, I'm telling you, a director's... No! Are you kidding me? I shot this guy! This game fucking sucks. Did I like hit the fucking railing or what happened
Try a
there?
little harder next time.
I should have thrown a smoke grenade or a sleep grenade or something up there. This sucks. I need more staff members, but I keep fucking dying, man. I really wish there was a director's cut of MGS5, but it'll never happen because it would be the single biggest... this game had a budget of how many millions of dollars again? Like hundreds of millions of dollars, and they still probably haven't made a return on their profit, or a return on their investment, But seeing this game as like a perfected version would be like just, dude. it would be legitimately one
Please
of
select a
the
mission.
greatest things ever. Never gonna happen though, but
Unit dispatched.
I don't know. Honestly, what it really comes down to is I wish I
Heading
could
to
just play this
FOB.
game for the first time again. You know, there's only been one other game where I've said
Deploying.
that. And with the other game that I wish I played it for I could play it for the first time again. That game I really meant it because it was just excellent. This game, if I could play it again for the first time, yeah, I'd probably do it. You know, I don't know.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
It wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense because, you know, but it's just the experience of playing the game again for the first time. Like, I honestly, I kind of get the hype, or at least if I was, you know, cognizant of this game and this franchise existing back in 2015, I can guarantee you I would have been so hyped for it because you know, when I first played this game, I was so hyped for it, and I loved every second of playing it for the first time. Like, I didn't really care too much for the story, but God, just, and again, I'm gonna sound like a, damn it.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
It always kills my mood and my train of thought. I'm back. Gotta keep it pushing. I don't know. After that last loss, I was like, man, do I even want to keep going? But
Please select a mission.
I think I'm gonna do some farming.
Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa.
White Mamba farm? No, I'm not doing anything with him. I'm already well past that. I am gonna do is farm some vehicles.
Deploying.
Kinda lame, but unfortunately, I'm not off my game, but I don't know, man. Failing at those infiltrations is always so much harsher than it needs to be. It always feels bad. Hate to see that.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
This is a really nice looking piece.
Careful down there, boss.
It's such a random.
Detected. The map has
It's like
been
no one ever
updated.
uses this. Any thoughts on Pirate Majima game? I've seen it. It looks pretty cool. I don't know. When I first saw it, I was like,
Detected.
I was a bit
The map
like
has
put
been
off because I
updated.
was like, oh, well that's kind of weird. Why would they make a game like this? You know? I mean, it looks cool. I'm not probably not gonna play it just because I've not really finished the series. I've only gotten to Yakuza 3, and I'm probably not gonna continue honestly, but it looks cool. But yeah, I don't know. The Yakuza series, like, I love Yakuza 0, but the rest of the series is just, I really can't. I have to force myself to play it, which
Please
is
select
not
a
really
mission.
how I want to
Mission accepted.
approach
The map has
gaming.
been
You know,
updated.
I don't want to feel.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
What? Did I? Oh. Super weird. Yeah, Yakuza 0 is an excellent it's my favorite game of all time, bar none. Um, it's exceedingly breaker style is just killer stuff. Yes, it is exceedingly excellent. I really cannot say enough good things about Yakuza 0. But yeah, as for the rest of the series, Kiwami was fun. Um, Basically just Yakuza 0 Part 2. Um, it was fine. Nothing revolutionary. Kiwami 2, I really, 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 really wanted to like Kiwami 2, but the combat was just, ugh. It was like, and honestly, like, for all intents and purposes, I was probably a lot harsher on Kiwami 2 than I should have been, but it was just an absolute chore to play through the combat, and I was trying to be a bit of a completionist. Yeah, I didn't really like it. I think Kiwami 2 had a lot of potential, but it was really held back by the combat. It was just not done very well, unfortunately.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Why does it keep giving me a soldier? I don't want this guy. Yeah, I really, as well, I really wanted to like it. I thought that I was going to enjoy it, and I did. Was the middle MGS5 re-release tangent you were on about? I couldn't hear the whole thing. I'll get to that in just a second. Yeah, Kiwami 2 is just, I really wanted to like it. I thought that I was going to have fun with it, and I didn't, and, shit. Do I have a package? Hang on. Pause my game. Oh, thanks. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. I'll be back in just a minute. People knocking on my fucking door. Yeah. Kiwami 2 I thought had a lot of potential. I thought the game graphically is, oh my god. Like, it is one of the best looking games I've ever seen in my life. And yeah, that's probably glazing, but listen, man, it's so damn beautiful. Like, MGS5 is a close second, but MGS5 is, the graphics of MGS5 are nice because they're realistic. Kiwami 2's graphics are nice because they're stylistic, and they're meant to just look gorgeous, and they do. Like, dude, nighttime Sotenbori in Kiwami 2 is probably, it is just gorgeous. Like, it's not like Ghost of Tsushima, where you're like, oh my god, this looks exactly like real. It's not really like that, but it is beautiful in a way of just, this is, I think that they captured this heart of the city feeling so well. This blinding neon lights, you know, attractions everywhere. I think they nailed it in Kiwami 2 with the visuals. But yeah, the gameplay and the story kind of left a little to be desired. People really liked the story of Kiwami 2. I couldn't really get into it, and the gameplay, the combat was also just Elden Ring graphics, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It didn't, like, what my point was, it doesn't have Elden Ring graphics. It's not the kind of graphics that you would typically associate with, you know. Yeah, Elden Ring is a game that looks really nice. And it looks spectacular. And Kiwami 2 is not like, you know, it's not necessarily like that. It's not like, oh yeah, we're trying to have all of the polygons. They're not trying to, you don't need a 4090 to play Kiwami 2, basically. You do kind of pretty much need a 4090 to play Elden Ring. Where am I? Yeah. Matter of fact. But Kiwami 2, again, they did a lot with the lighting. And the layout of everything was done really, really well. And the game is so much better for all of that, because it just does such an excellent job. Did you play Gaiden spin-off? I didn't. I've not gotten past Yakuza 3. I've not played anything other than 0, Kiwami 1, Kiwami 2, and about halfway through 3, which I know that probably makes me a bit of a fake fan, but I'm sorry, man. I just couldn't do it. Yakuza 3, the problem I felt like with Yakuza 3 was not the combat. It was the fact that you had to spend like 99% of your time just walking everywhere, which is like, I want to play the game, brother. Like, I understand you want me to enjoy the cityscape, but I've seen the cityscape in like 3 other games, you know. I don't need to see it again. I don't need to walk around Kamurocho for the 30th time, you know. Yeah, for me, the reason why I'm not playing any of the games, I'm not gonna play Pirate Yakuza, I'm not gonna play Gaiden, I'm not gonna play Infinite Wealth, just because I feel like I just randomly went in the games that are on my Xbox sub. I see your subscription, the Game Pass, I'm assuming is what you're talking about. But yeah, I'm not gonna play any of the other games for the foreseeable future, honestly, just because, like, if I can't get through the core games, if I can't get through, you know, up to 6, then I feel like, well, you know, I feel like I have to earn it to play the other games, you know. Maybe that's a bit of a foolish way of looking at it, but of course. Yeah, but I haven't played Gaiden. I haven't played past Yakuza 3. Yakuza 3 was just very slow paced, and I was just really bored with it. And again, that's probably not fair, because I've heard that Yakuza 3 is a really good game. I know people, you know, complain about the combat all the time. I didn't really think the combat was that bad. I thought it was quite good. But yeah, as for Kiwami 2 and the rest of the series, looks, you know, Pirate Yakuza looks really interesting. Not gonna play it, but, you know, Yakuza will probably be the one series that, you know, it'll probably be the one series that I'll always feel bad about not really finishing and playing through, because I know that people talk about how excellent it is, and I don't doubt them, because I have proof that it's excellent. I've, you know, played one of the best games in the series myself, but, you know, it's, for me, yeah, and you're right, I don't need to play every single game in order, but it would just feel like I was, I don't know. It's just me and my autism that makes me want to. I'm not actually autistic, but it's just me and my weird personality that makes me want to, you know, play the games in order. It's like I have to follow this specific order. When they have that structure, you know, it's kind of natural. You know, you'd think, oh well, with this structure, you know, you should play it in order, and you know, that's kind of the way I see it, is if it has a definite structure and a definite order to it, I should follow that order. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna play through the rest of the games. I might not. And thanks for you were talking about my videos earlier. I appreciate you saying that. appreciate you saying that, Eugene. And then what I was saying about an MGS5 like re-release is it was mainly just like if it could happen, if there was a way for me to make it happen, I would want it to happen. But unfortunately, it's probably not going to happen. Just because this game, I feel like if it were fully finished and fully realized, it would be... People are like, oh man, MGS5 is a masterpiece, and I'm like, it's a good game. It's not a masterpiece, but it's a good game. And I know there's people that would disagree with that, but for me, the story of MGS5 is really where it falls off. And my point is, you know, if they were just able to really go through, rehash that, and improve everything, make, you know, the story make sense, you know, finish the game, basically, if they were able to, you know, do all that, I think it would be legitimately one of, if not the greatest action games of all time. But you know, the part of the reason that MGS5, it's weird, and I've said this before, part of the reason I keep playing MGS5 is because, yeah, it's not a masterpiece, but this is definitely one of the most addicting games I've ever played. I would agree with that, for sure.
Please select a mission.
What it really comes down to for me is there's just too many things about this game that are flawed.
Heading to
Whether
FOB.
that be... I mean, I wasn't really around for the release of this game, so I can't talk too much about that, but, you know, whether that be things like the FOBs and all of the fucking cheaters, that's the one thing that I'm really frustrated about right now, is just like, you know, I mentioned earlier that Konami has a bit of contempt, in my opinion, for the community, because, you know, they're just letting these stupid cheaters run around FOBs with no punishment, no, you know, they ban people, but cheaters are still able to play the game somehow. I don't know. People are still able to play the game when they, even if they've been banned, and it's like, seriously? Like, come on, Konami, do better. Like, but the thing is that they don't have an incentive to support this game. They don't have an incentive to keep doing all of this stuff. They really don't, you know? They would probably benefit so much more by shutting down the servers for this game, because then they wouldn't have to pay the money to support them, you know? And this game, I cannot imagine, makes anywhere near enough money to really, you know, justify. Yeah, they're on PC. It never seems as bad, but almost every single player has done some kind of cheating and or modding. You know, people will either have done, you know, some kind of, people will either be doing, like, combat cheating and things like that, or they'll just mod their game so they have more materials and staff members and things like. Feel like FOB on Xbox is half dead. I haven't really heard a whole lot about FOB on Xbox. I've heard some people say that it is dead, though, which I don't necessarily doubt.
Hands up. Don't shoot. Where are your friends?
Oh, you're not gonna tell me jack shit? I don't like jack shit. Yeah, there's just, you know, and people have told me, oh, it's not worth it to play MGS5 on PlayStation because it's so toxic and, you know, people are so angry and you get into beefs all the time. But I'm like, honestly, I would so much, and this is gonna sound like really dumb, but I would so much rather have just like the most. I would much rather have people like sending me death threats in this game than have to deal with these cheaters, because at least with the death threats you can ignore that. And yeah, that's not really a good point to anybody who's really experienced death threats, but I don't know. People, I think, have a tendency to be able to just ignore things, and that's kind of how I am. You know, at the very least, I try my best to not have what goes on in a game affect me. And sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it, you know, sometimes I still get bugged by things in games that I probably shouldn't be getting bugged by. But go to sleep.
You okay?
All fire teams, this is CP. Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. CP, this is Zulu 6. I see smoke. Could be enemy security.
Yeah, what it really comes down to for me is there's just so much that I wish FOBs were, and now that I'm getting more and more into the game, the further and further I get into FOBs, it's the best way for me to describe it is honestly just depressing, especially on PC. It's just, my god, there is so many issues with FOBs that cause this guy fucking turn around. Let's see. Yeah, but it's just, unfortunately, like I said, the further and further I get into playing this game, the more I realize that it's not the experience that I wished and thought it was going to be.
This is CP. Understood. Watch for anything suspicious. Out. All units. Special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
But in fact, people still find ways to enjoy the game despite the cheaters and smart. Yeah, I agree. And that's the thing, is that the game is just that much more fun to play when it comes to, you know, playing it normally. It's just more fun to play it the way it was meant to be played. And that sounds kind of lame and kind of like corny, I guess, but
All fire teams, this is CP. Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit.
you know, my point still stands, and I think that a lot of people would agree with me that playing it the way it was intended to be played is fun. You know, yeah, there's a lot of I've modded games before, for sure, but you know, what it comes down to for me is that the gameplay loop here is solid enough that you. What is this guy? Oh, he's right there. The gameplay loop and the end game content is valid and you know, enjoyable enough to the point where you, in my personal opinion, should never really feel like you. How does it seem? It was covered by smoke, sir. Wait, you saw that though? It was covered by smoke. What? Hang on.
Are you hurt? Try a little
How?
harder next time.
How? It was. I couldn't even see the camera. It was covered by smoke. That's such BS. Yeah, the grind is long, and it's longer than it needs to be. It's way longer than it needs to be. It is not at all a reasonable grind. Can be certainly tedious, but I don't know. I really don't know why this game was the one that roped me in. You know, I don't know why this is the game that I got addicted to, you know? it could have been so many other different games, but... And it's honestly because of the online aspect, you know? The way I've described it before is this game... It's skill-based, I would say. You know, the stealth is you know, a major... Skill is a cornerstone, if not the cornerstone, of stealth. You know, sometimes it may seem like, oh, you're just moving slowly and... But no, like you see with the ghostings, you know, you legitimately need to be aware, you need to be cognizant of what's going on. Yeah, it's definitely addicting. And the way I see it, for me, I get just the right amount of success and failure out of this game. You know, it's the success that makes me feel good, and it's the failure that keeps me playing, I guess, is how I would describe it. How many times can I infiltrate this guy's base, dude?
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched.
It's for me, it's addicting because every single time I go in and I play, you know, I get... If I do well, if I succeed, well, that's great. You know, I feel really good about that. You know? And if I fail, that sucks, and I don't like that feeling, obviously.
Deploying.
But I can go again. The online aspect is fire. I had a bug on my Xbox where I lost my save after 300 hours, but it still brought me in. Yeah, and that's the thing, is that one thing that I've kind of been feeling almost nostalgic for, even though it was only like 6 months ago, is like playing this game over again. It is, you know, it's never really going to be the same as the first time I played it, but... And see, the weird thing is that I've had the most fun with this game now that I am good at stealth, you know, or, well, now that I'm experienced, I should say. Now that I have more experience with stealth, I have way more fun. Because it is a, that's good to hear. Still got some of your good stuff. This is a tactical takedown. He was right in front of me. Okay. You're the boss. It's more espionage points for me. Not the right ammo type.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
I remember when I developed the Hand of Judy, I was so excited. I was like, this is gonna be so epic, and it was. It was really epic, I won't lie. But yeah, it's... I recently got recommended by my older brother in these recent months, and I fell in love with the gameplay and its mechanics. That's good to hear, yeah. I feel very much the same. It really, this game is low-key a love-hate relationship. It's like Stockholm Syndrome, because the game, in some areas, is so flawed, but you just cannot stop fucking playing it. I feel like what I was saying earlier is I feel like I would have more fun if I were to play it from the start again with all of my... Oh, what's up, Dimitri? Going to bed? If I were able to play it from the start with all of my knowledge now, I'd have more fun because, you know... With Yakuza 0, it was like, I wish I could play this game again from the very beginning with no knowledge of it whatsoever. With this game, I'm like, I just want to play it again from the beginning, even though I've played it before and I have experience with it. Can I hit this guy?
CP, this is Zulu 10.
Maybe?
Threat in the area. We're tightening security. Over.
That'll hit him.
CP, understood. Don't let your guard down. Out. All units, special alert. Defend your
Barracks
position.
approaching.
Really good camera placement, I gotta say. Need these guys. Turn around and fix me. Is there anybody on that tower?
All units, special alert. Defend your
I love how your bullets can phase through the enemy's guns.
CP, this is Zulu 4. Threat in the area. We're tightening security. Over. This is CP. Understood. Check your surroundings. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
Need those espionage points. Such a freaking.
All fire teams, this is CP.
Is there any word that I can say? I'm such a sucker for those espionage points. Is there any word that I can say that isn't gonna sound like massively bad? Get me demonetized. I'm gonna aim this like right there.
CP, this is Zulu 1. We'll investigate ASAP. Out. All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out. CP, this is Delta 6. Investigating now. Out.
I think your stun grenades are underused in Ghost playstyle. What are your thoughts about it? The stun grenades are actually kind of funny because if you develop them to a high grade, they're pretty good, but they're only especially effective. Oh, where is this guy? They're only really especially effective against. Go to sleep. They're only really especially effective against non-lethal guards because sleep grenades don't work on non-lethal guards. And like I said, they are certainly massively underused. It is a crying shame, but nobody ever takes the time to develop them to like grade 11, and grade 11 is where they really become good. And they can even be good against players at high enough grades like that. But yeah, they're loud, so that's the one drawback. Literally the one drawback is that they're loud and they make a lot of noise, you know?
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
I need to keep hitting this guy because I'm sure he has good amounts of people. Pirate Mike. There's a video that somebody I know did, John Q. He did a video testing the effectivity of stun grenades at like higher grades. It was 111k. That was pretty good. He did a test of having them at high grades, and they were way more effective than you'd think. Certainly underused, yeah. 90% of ghosters quit before coring a platform. It might be an addiction, I'm gonna be honest with you. I guess they're alright in situations where you need to knock a big cluster of guards and not be affected by the sleep effect. Yeah, that's the one thing, is that it's not an area of effect, and I mean it is, but it's not as big of an area of effect as the sleep grenade, and it is quicker, I suppose. It's quicker because the guards won't notice it and run away. Usually, if you aim it right, you can throw it, and then it'll land, and it'll immediately detonate. John Q is good too, I love his gameplay. Yeah, he's the guy who put me onto this game. He's the one who kind of got me into FOBs, and so I owe a lot to him, obviously, and he's a great player. Why didn't they make the extreme subsistence and total stealth challenges available for all missions? I feel like those challenges would be fun for some of the other missions. I agree. That's a really good point. I never really thought about that. Like phantom limbs and subsistence mode or something like that. That would be damn near impossible, but just with like the skulls and everything, I guess it wouldn't be completely impossible, but it would be significantly harder. But I agree. I think that would be I think that's a good idea that should have been implemented. What they really should have done is they should have finished the game
Caution.
and then just
Radiant
had
approaching.
the option, given you the option to play subsistence, total stealth, or extreme, you know, or all at the same time. No, all at the same time would be. Can you imagine doing like Sahelanthropus or like? I feel like Skullface would be really hard with all of those together at the same time. The mission where you have to infiltrate OKB-0.
Please select a mission.
I don't know,
Unit
what do you think
dispatched.
the hardest mission in this game is? Like from a pure like I would say what makes a mission hard is like how easy is it to go through without getting spotted. Because most missions, it's brain dead easy in most missions. Especially if you're using like reflex mode, it's like stupid easy to go through a mission without getting spotted. But I don't know. I haven't even really looked at the. Let me take a look. Let me see what I think.
Please select a mission.
Oh, guys, nah. Prologue. The prologue is the hardest mission. I never had a chance to ask an experienced player, but what's up with players with shifted default DD logo? I'm not sure. I think that might just honestly be like a. I don't even know. That might just, it might just like, the game might just do that by default. In order to, it might just do that by default in order to, I don't know, I really couldn't say. Maybe they went into the customizer and, you know, just messed with it a little bit and decided not to really change anything. I don't think they're bots, they're probably just like... It's probably just they looked at it one
Please
time
specify
and
a
decided
project.
not to mess with it. Oh hey look, it's another obscenely stupid decision that they made. You can only develop 4 things at a time.
Please specify a project.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's an explanation behind that or something. Saw it a lot, yeah. It is rather common. I don't really know what the explanation is, but this game could have been so awesome if I didn't have to develop only 4 things at a time. Okay, I'm gonna just take a quick second. I'm gonna do that other base once I get back. Okay, I'm back. Now here's my my viewer interaction request. Can somebody do me a favor? And I don't know if it works for like if you unsubscribe and resubscribe, but I have an alert that should show up when someone subscribes.
Heading
So
to
now is as good a time
FOB.
as any to plug my channel. You should like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. I don't even do that very often, so I don't feel too bad about that. But I don't know. I thought that there would be like a. I don't know that anybody has like subscribed like while I'm streaming. So I don't know if it like goes off, but if someone would be so kind. I don't know, and you'll get to see your name. You'll get to see my little alert that I customized.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB.
But anyway,
I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits,
yeah.
boss.
Back to ghosting. I really shouldn't be. It's such a pain in the ass to have to choose which platform to ghost. I'm just complaining about everything tonight, aren't I? My point is, it's like I need staff from every single, you know, unit. I don't need staff from one specific unit. Where is this guy? He's over here. Sub during the stream and saw the alert, mostly got it. So it was like the little Big Boss gif, right, that popped up. It was like, you're pretty good. Because I haven't seen that on my end. I don't know, maybe I'm just not paying attention. Because on the stream, there's supposed to be a little gif of Big Boss that pops up and he goes, you're pretty good. Like I said, I haven't seen it. I don't know. If you say it works, I'll trust you. And besides, I don't like yammering at people to subscribe. I feel bad. I feel like you're not watching this to hear me beg. And I do this for the fun of it, not for the views. I don't make any money. You know, I do this because I want to, and because I have way too much time on my hands. That's what the sane people in my audience would say. You know, my manipulator, you really don't do anything with your life, do you?
CP, this is Delta 9. Signs of enemy activity. Tightening security.
That might have been on like a stream highlight. Because I've made videos before where I clip my stream.
CP, this is Delta 9. I see smoke.
I don't know though.
Approaching.
If it was,
Tighten security and stay
I don't know. Like I said, it doesn't really matter that much. As long as you see it and it shows you, that you subscribe, that's all I really care about. It's mostly for other people's benefit.
All fire teams, this is CP. Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
You know, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I think that landing a tactical takedown in FOBs and getting all of those espionage points, I think it's better than sex. Maybe that's just me, but like, it's so fucking satisfying. Because it's like, you get the points from the headshot, plus, you get twice the points.
All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. CP, this is Delta 9. Search complete. No sign of hostiles. Over. This is CP. Understood. Stay alert. Don't let them get the drop on you. Out.
That's good. Turn around. Of course, their UAV is looking right where I don't need it to. Anyway. And there's UAV right behind me, that's cute. Where's it in front of me? Ooh, 20 headshots. I'll take that. That's not
All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. CP, this is Zulu 1. We'll investigate immediately. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. We may have a situation. Whoever's closest, go check it out. All fire teams, this is CP. We may have a situation. Whoever's closest, go check it out. CP, this is Zulu 10. Investigating now. Out. CP, this is Delta 1. I'm seeing smoke. There may be enemies in the area. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
As long as nothing goes horribly wrong. Oh god, my friends are dropping. Y'all ever played Metal Gear Rising Revengeance? Yes. It is... I played it before I got into Metal Gear as a whole. So, Metal Gear Rising was actually the first Metal Gear game that I ever played.
Extraction arrived at
So
the base.
there's that. It was very, very good. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah. It would have been really cool if it was in the Fox engine. Ooh, 106k. Let's go. Racking up all those points today. What's my espionage score now? Like my overall. I gotta take a look at my total. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, Revengeance was just it was really really good. It was awesome. And it's like looking back on it, it's so much different from all of the other games, you know? But that really works to its benefit because it's just there's so much stuff to love about it. Yeah, you know you're really winning in life when in this game when all of your sick bay is full of S++ people. Espionage points earned. Yeah. 14 million. Sorry, I keep thinking. Yeah, 14 million is pretty good. Still hasn't updated. I think this updates at midnight. So I think that's how that works. Oh God. Revengeance difficulty was hard as fuck, but yeah, I actually never got to Revengeance difficulty. It was fun, but I was not about to play through the game like 3 separate times just to do that. I was like, nope, no thanks. What do you think about the stuff that's happened in the gaming industry lately in these past months and in 2024? Well, I mean, I'll be totally honest. I haven't really been paying a whole lot of attention. I think I watched the Game Awards. I think. That was pretty cool. I mean, the Game Awards are the Game Awards. It's nothing, nothing crazy, nothing industry shattering there. I don't know, like, I just don't play a ton of games other than Metal Gear, and I don't have a console either, so I'm not, like, really up to date with all of the new games that come out. Like, I do not purchase games on launch. I don't really do that just because I don't have the money. And I'm just a bit more, like, I just don't really care, you know? I just don't have a whole lot of things that I'm interested in. Like, for example... Oh, God damn it. Amplifies your parry. For a second, I was confused. I was like, what are you talking about? And you're like, oh, right, Revengeance mode. Yeah, but... Yeah, I know that there's like a multiplier on the damage of your parries or something like that, so...
Unit dispatched.
The damage of the parries is the multiplier, yeah. But yeah, as for your question about the gaming industry, like...
Heading to FOB.
I think it's fine. I'm not... Like I said, I'm not really paying attention a whole lot, just because I don't really feel the need to. I don't play games enough. I mean, I play... I'm a monogamist when it comes to video games. I only really play one game at a time, you know? There's people that'll like, you know, they'll play through a game and then they'll, you know, as soon as something else comes out, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play this now. And you're like, how do you just jump between games like that? That's not something that I can do. But I think that they're doing some good things. One thing that I will say that I suppose is a bit of a negative is, you know, I've always really, you know, I've been playing games for quite a while in my life, and I thought that I wanted to be a game developer. And, you know, I do want to be a game developer, but first of all, I am not really cut out for the academics in order to like get a degree in like computer science. Like, for example, I'm not a math person, and coding and computer science requires, you know, a lot of math and calculus. And I mean, I know that you're not like running calculations all the time. I know that that's not how it works, but my point still stands though, because I'm not a math person. I am significantly better at literally anything that isn't math, and I just feel that I want to play to my strengths, I suppose. So that's why I decided not to pursue computer science or game development or something like that.
Man down!
Man,
CP, this is Delta 3. Signs of enemy activity. Tightening security. Over.
just wasted my ammo with that one.
Check your surroundings. Out.
All fire teams, this is CP.
Someone from the sensor. Possibly an intruder. Whoever's closest, go and investigate ASAP.
Essentially what I'm getting at is the industry is moving away from needing hard labor, I guess, if you want to put it that way, when it with regards to coding and things like that, because AI is something that's, you know, that's a thing now, and everybody's going to be looking to code with AI, which I don't necessarily blame, but, you know, and the thing is for all intents and purposes, I don't want to be a game developer. I want to be a game director. I want to be basically Hideo Kojima, you know, minus the negatives that he, you know, he's a great game developer, but, you know, he's not known for being the greatest guy to work with, I suppose. But that aside, what I'm really just getting at here is the industry is you know, it's moving away from needing human employees, and that's a bit of a shame. The industry, I think, is in desperate need of some fucking original ideas, but I am not. I love talking about games. I love playing games. I love analyzing what makes certain games excellent and what makes other games not good, and what makes games kind of shit sometimes. That's something that I really enjoy doing, but I guess if I really wanted to, a career path that I've not really considered, but something that I might enjoy a lot, is game journalism, because that is essentially right up my alley. It is talk, interact with the community, and play games. It's not something I've really considered before, because I've, you know, when you like video games, computer science, and game design. Oh, what's up, vlogs? Nice to see you again. When it comes to, you know, enjoying video games, your immediate, you know, I suppose your knee-jerk reaction or your knee-jerk instinct is to go into game design and make video games rather than talk about them, you know? The rehash and slop culture is getting tiresome nowadays. I certainly agree. I think that there is a lot that games could benefit from if developers made some fucking original games for once.
All fire teams, this is CP. We may have a situation. Whoever's closest,
I didn't check to see if there were any guards down here. It's fine. Nice to see your life. My bad for my English. That's fine. You're totally fine.
Infiltration successful.
Oh, live. Yeah. I gotcha. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yeah. Game design is something that it's a pipe dream because I'd love to do it, but I don't think I'm necessarily a genius. 125k. Ooh, 15 million espionage points. I don't think that I'm some genius visionary like Hideo Kojima. So, you know, I don't know how much success I would have there. Game journalism is something interesting though, but I don't know, maybe I'll major in communications or something, I don't know. That would be a nice way to get into journalism, but yeah, the industry as a whole, I think, is, you know, it's in a fine place, but it's something that I can't say I miss this because I kind of missed out on the early days of gaming and stuff like that because I was just too young, but, you know, now that gaming is really mainstream, it's great because the community is bigger, but the bigger it gets, the more commercialized, the more things lose authenticity, I think. The more we have a situation where now we're focusing on profits, now we're focusing on bottom lines, and we're not looking at the why are we making games in the first place. We're not looking at that anymore. And that's really unfortunate in my opinion because that's a really, really important thing. You know, why would you
Please select a mission.
go out of your way to develop games
Dispatched.
if you've lost your reason and your knowledge and your not your knowledge but your reason for making them? Why would you, you know, it doesn't make any sense. If all you're doing is focusing on profit, well, I mean, sure, okay, fine, you can focus on profit, that's your prerogative, but the people that play this game are not going to be, they don't give a shit about your profit. They don't care. You don't have to disclose how much money you made from this game to those people that are playing and buying the game, you know? What they care about is a fun experience. And that's the problem that we're seeing here is that in the industry, in the state of the industry right now, is that, and you can argue that this is just a function of capitalism of the United States. And you'd be right, I think. But what we're seeing in the industry is we're just seeing a massive shift towards profits, money, and it's fine, but, you know, whatever happened to when gaming used to be art? Exactly. Like, I literally couldn't have said it better myself. You know, what happened to making games because it is exceedingly, you know, intellectually stimulating? What happened to the days when gaming was an art, when making games and playing games was an art? The way for talented people to deliver unique ideas. Yeah, exactly. I agree 100%. You know, there comes a point in time, I think, where... Can I hit this guy's head? I like the whole formula of the stealth action genre, but I also have a lot of fun with Sandbox. It's good to hear. Stealth action, in my opinion, I would argue stealth action is like a form of Sandbox. I mean, I know that's kind of ironic because I'm playing a game that does not look like a Sandbox, that does not look at all like a Sandbox game, but my point is, you know... And I'm not saying, well, I guess MGS5 was kind of the first game to really do this, where you have set pieces, you have an order to things, but listen, you don't, the game, the reason why MGS5 was so fun for a lot of people is because it took the open world genre places that it had never been before. Are you saying, Luca, that you need 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 extra dip? I can just imagine Colonel Campbell going like, Snake, you need to infiltrate the McDonald's and steal the McRib. Just you wait. Konami is gonna do some BS marketing campaign, and that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. There's going to be a marketing campaign with Konami and McDonald's Japan, and it's gonna be Metal Gear Solid themed, and Master Miller or fucking Colonel Campbell or Major Zero are gonna actually I should have put Colonel in the title, but you know what I mean. There was a Major and there was a Colonel, and they were both important characters in the series. Doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, I guarantee you it's gonna happen. We're gonna have Akio Otsuka, the Japanese voice actor of Snake, you know, is talking like talking like. No, that would be a crazy thing to do for like Delta's release. Can you imagine? For Delta's release, Konami does like a McDonald's promo, and it's like a big boss talking to fucking Major Zero about goddamn McDonald's. I put that title because I was bored and I had no clue what I was gonna do in this stream. Are they gonna scan people's feet? Didn't Hideo Kojima say that he's making a he's making a database of every female actress's feet? He's already got no. There we go.
All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
Anyway,
Caution.
McDonald's
rain
jokes aside.
approaching.
All I gotta say is Miller makes the best burgers. And again, I don't know, why haven't they done a collab with McDonald's yet? Like, are you kidding me? Like hamburgers are a plot point in this game, and they haven't done a McDonald's collaboration. That is a tragedy. Evangelion did a McDonald's collab, which honestly looks pretty sick. I won't lie.
CP, this is Zulu 6. Signs of enemy activity. Tightening security. Over. This is CP. Understood. Keep your eyes open. Out.
I don't get it, man. They should really do a McDonald's promotion for MGS Delta when it comes out. I don't know, like the Snake Big Mac or some shit. I don't know.
I don't want to die.
CP, this is Zulu 6. Detonation in the area. Can't tell where. Over. This is CP. Understood. We are under attack. All units
Hamburgers are a plot point in MGS5. Well, if you haven't played the game, I'm not going to spoil it, but yeah, hamburgers are a plot point in this game.
Extraction arrived at Mother
All of
Base.
the people who've played this game know exactly what I'm talking about. Wow, that was really lame. I thought this was going to have a ton of S++ in it. How many espionage points was that? What? Huh? Are you kidding me? 46,000? I had like a ton of... Okay, well that's kind of BS. I had like a ton of... Okay, whatever. What is MGS even about at this point? Great question. I don't even think Hideo Kojima knows what this game is about anymore. Ooh, look at that. Almost 1.2, no, almost 12, almost 120,000 heroism. God, I'm so bad with numbers. In my defense, they don't put commas in anything in this game. Focus Kojima's smoking because I need that. Is that Walter White? Yeah, no, it is Walter White, 100%. Because you didn't follow my instructions. Oh, well, no. I'm not gonna finish that. I can't make money, but I don't want to get suppressed by YouTube for saying something naughty. So, there was this level 69. Do I need more intel unit people? I don't think I do.
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched.
Somebody said something similar about Blue
Heading to
Salamander in I
FOB.
think one of John's videos. They were like, "Is that Walter White?" I found that a little funny. Oh yeah, and he I found this kind of funny. He made a video of him doing the FOB event, and he was doing the FOB event, you know, and then the FOB event is called New World Order, and YouTube put like a link below it to like Wikipedia, and it was like New World Order is a term used by conspiracy theorists to refer to a new world government after the destruction of something or other. And I just found that really funny, and I was like, you know, the video's good when YouTube thinks you're a conspiracy theorist. And he didn't get it, but then he looked at the video, he was like, oh, okay, I didn't notice that, but okay. Will they add Modulant Delta? No, honestly, RGG and Metal Gear should do like a collab. I think that Kiryu and Solid Snake would get along like swimmingly. They would get along like nobody else, dude. They would love each other. I mean, well, maybe he'd get along. Maybe Kiryu would get along better with Big Boss because, you know, they're both like single fathers and shit. But Big Boss is also like, you know, a straight up war criminal. So like, Kiryu probably wouldn't hang out with war criminals, I'm assuming. I don't know. Kiryu hangs out with a ton of people, ton of different people of various moral and ethical standing. So, I mean, and he himself is a criminal, I guess you could say, so. I'm watching you on my TV. How nice. I appreciate that. That's also a little embarrassing. Oh god, I'm on the big screen.
Clouds approaching.
It's probably a better idea to go up the stairs. He's not looking at me. Ah, no! See, I knew I should have gone up the stairs. It was like an inch to the right. Why didn't I do that?
Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
Yeah, well. See, that doesn't sting as bad because I did, like, you know, I had some good, It is true you cannot own a nuke in this game because it will get stolen. Yeah. Nukes are like freaking trick-or-treat candies in this game. It's crazy. They just get stolen immediately. And the weird thing is it's like I'm on US time, right? But whenever I have a nuke and I leave it, it's always when I go to bed and come back that it's gone. Like there's nobody playing, and I just lost all that heroism. Great. There's nobody playing this game that is a nuke hunter that's like in my American time zones. Why is your guy bald? Is this real? I I don't know. He's just a little, you know, follicularly impaired, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. My uncle's bald. I think he's cool. He's one of the toughest dudes I know. I'm assuming you're confused because you haven't seen someone use like a staff member instead of Snake. So yeah, what I'm doing is I'm using a staff member instead of Snake. I can do that.
Please select a mission.
Yeah. 2 people short.
Unit dispatched.
Wow. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, the fact that the 81% chance fails. Well, so nice I thought he went into sick bay and became bald. Nah, he underwent chemotherapy. I was about to say they should do a spin-off game that's focused on, like, mother-based staff members, but they did do that, and nobody liked it, so never mind. Hey, wait a minute, didn't I... Hang on. I have a better idea. For the dude that's playing my stream on his TV, I don't know, you might want to turn this off in just a second, because I'm gonna give myself a different fit. Swimsuit, iron blue. I think this is the right one. I have to develop this, don't I? I disarmed it as soon as you were. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good way of doing it because.
The development project has been added.
Yeah, see, I thought so.
Please specify a project.
Why does it take 5 minutes to develop these, dude? Like, come on. No, are you joking? This game sucks, dude. Oh my god, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Are you joking right now? This is what I'm talking about. Why? Why? What is with this stupid, you can only develop 4 things at a time? Like, what is your obsession with the number 4? Like, bro. Come on, dog. Damn. I don't know, can I don't even think I can wear the tuxedo with a staff member. I want to do that just to be funny. I probably shouldn't because this is like a level 68 base and it probably has a good amount of S++. Or never mind, it doesn't have any. Okay, well, I'm still
Heading
getting
to FOB.
Can he wear the tuxedo? I thought he could. Yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Not with women. I mean, no, he's like dripped out though. Look at bro. Ooh, he's fitted out, the bow tie and everything. Hell yeah.
Deploying.
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna put the swimsuit on him, but yeah, you know I can't do that now, can I? This tuxedo is such a stupid idea, but it's so funny. It's for the humor, guys.
I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
He's like, let me slip into something a little more comfortable, and he puts on like the 3-piece tuxedo. Listen, people think guys want to dress in like, you know, like shorts and, you know, casual clothes all the time. Nah, what I want to dress up in is either a tuxedo or like chainmail armor. And I'm talking like full-on medieval chainmail armor, like I gotta fight for my feudal lord or some shit, you know? Either that or like a samurai armor would be cool too. Every man dreams of having a cool katana. At least that's what I dream of. I think it'd be cool to have a katana. Completely useless and superfluous, but like, does anyone know how to pirate 3DS mags? I could not say. I am unfamiliar with the pirating of anything, really. Not my forte. Whatever, just play the game, game player.
CP, this is Delta 1. We'll investigate ASAP. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
Tuxedo or black and white suit.
All fire teams, this is
Suits
CP.
are awesome.
Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
Oh man, this is kind of like low-key a shitty layout for this platform.
CP, this is Delta 1. Arrived on scene. Starting a check of the area. Over. CP, understood. Don't let your guard down. Out.
Fuck. Isn't there supposed to be a camera right here? Or is that on R&D?
Did a check of the scene. There's nothing here. Over.
There's a camera right there.
Return to your post.
No! I jumped right in front of it. I'm so stupid.
Infiltration failed.
At least he was snazzy when he died.
Try a little
At
harder
least he
next time.
looked like an absolute badass. Even if he's gonna get shot to death, at least he looked super fucking cool doing it. Bro died glamorously. I like literally the second before I jumped in front of the camera, I saw it looking at the knocked out guard. I was like, it's not gonna see me if I do that, right? It saw me when I did that. Really, I need more people for my
Please select a mission.
unit.
Unit dispatched.
Oh, that's cute. I bet this guy has the vaporizer though, so I'm probably not gonna try to farm it. Well, you know what? Okay, listen, right?
Please select a mission.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
Unit dispatched.
No! Damn it! Oh, fuck it, whatever.
Heading to FOB.
Nah, if I really wanted to be funny, I'd find like a waifu base full of like S++ female soldiers, and I'd go in there with the tuxedo on. Venom Snake is like he does not care about anything other than like vengeance and killing people. The only reason they put a tuxedo in this game is because it's a callback to other games, not because Venom Snake would actually use it.
Successfully sneak
Big
your way
Boss
into
is the one
heart
that
of
would
rival
use the
PF's
tuxedo.
FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Oh, thank God. I can actually farm this base. Hey, wait a minute. Who's our winner? Oh, wait, no, we're not.
Wait, don't shoot.
now the vaporizer engages. Thanks, game.
Don't shoot.
Well, that's not a problem. I can just get rid of all of the UAVs.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Where are you?
You gotta extract him.
All fire teams, this is CP. We lost the security camp. There's no reason for it to be down. Whoever's closest, go check it out.
Need my battery back.
CP, this is Zulu 7.
Right, you.
Investigate ASAP.
Where are the others?
Yeah, that's one thing that I've always considered really nice about this game.
There's coming too. Roger that.
Heads up.
Being able to just wreak havoc when you want to. It's certainly a very underrated feature.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
The gunplay is like... It's weird. It's like, you know, the stealth is the main part of this game. But, you know, I didn't check if these guys were actually all S++.
Analysis.
Well, I don't need to worry.
All fire teams, this is CP. We lost the security camp. There's no reason for it to be down. Whoever's closest, go check it out.
Brother.
CP,
Stop.
this is Delta 4. We'll investigate immediately.
Enemy!
Delta 1. We've taken fire, but there were no shots.
Don't do it.
Understood. All units on alert. The enemy's hiding somewhere. Find them. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. We lost the security camp. There's no reason for
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
it out. CP, this is Zulu 7. Explosion spotted. Damage unknown. Over. Zulu 7, what's wrong? Come in, Zulu 7. We are ready. All units on alert.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Kojima really knocked it out of the park, though. He did the overall combat of this game. It's so like good for not no reason, but it's like again you'd think that the stealth is going to be the best part, and you know, and it's like in all of the other Metal Gear games, you know, if you get spotted, ooh, that's game over right there. You know, like you're just cooked. But in this game, there's you know you're able to respond. You're able to. You don't have to just resign yourself to dying.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
We lost the security camp. There's no reason for it to be down. Whoever's closest, go check it out.
I don't want to die!
CP, this is Zulu 6. Lost the enemy sniper. Stay on alert.
Where are you?
This is CP. Understood. Stay on the alert.
Net has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Anyway, See, this is what I really should have been doing. Like, ghosting is one thing, but farming is where it's at, and farming is what I really needed to do, more than literally anything else I needed to farm. Dude, I hate these UAVs.
Leave the rest to us.
Yeah, the worst part is when they don't activate constantly, you know? Can I? Thank you. The travel time of that bullet is deceivingly long. Well, if you don't have battery power.
Where are the others?
Alright, I have 2 minutes left in the next game.
Extract him.
Oh, at this point, the rest of the farming goes up the window.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Enemy attack. All units, stay alert. Out. CP, this is Zulu 6. Security camp's been destroyed. I have an enemy attack. Over. CP, understood. Titan security is fine the intruder. Out.
You gotta extract him.
I don't want to die. Grenade!
All fire teams, this is CP. We may have a situation. Check it out.
No! You bastard! You know what? Whatever.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Farming support is just damn near impossible. The fuck? That hurt.
CP, this is Zulu 10. We're under attack. Heavy casualties. Stand back up. This is CP. Understood. All fire teams. The available manpower is back them out.
That really sucks. I mean, I got a good amount of people out of it.
This is CP. Understood. All units. Send all available manpower.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
21. I'll take that. They were all S++ too, so.
Boss, the rival
That guy's never gonna retaliate. Hopefully. I mean, I don't even really care if he does. I have insurance. I can eat it. But I don't want him stealing back his staff. You know what? I got a question. Is military in the chat at all? Military, if you're in here, can you do me a favor and pop up for me? Doo-doo-doo. I need to know if he's around right now. I think I want to do a training bout or two with him. Oh joy, it only has 3 days left. Oof. Anyway. So that's how that works, okay. So it's like the people that you get in the bonus rewards count as... Oh, this is so nice being able to see all of these people here. $248.
Clouds approaching.
want to see if there's any good people that I can attack with indirect wormholes. I don't really know. Gotta call people. What's the best buddy you should use? I use D-Dog pretty much all the time because he marks enemies for you and stuff like that, which is really, really, really useful because you essentially don't need to spend time marking people yourself. It's such a minor, like, you know, marking people is not hard and it's not that time consuming in the first place, but, you know, D-Dog is nice because, you know, you don't have to do it at all. He just does it for you. D-Horse is the other one that I use most often because D-Horse is good for moving around because he handles better than cars and stuff like that. So
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched.
no way, man. After I spent all that, bro. This game sucks.
Please select a mission.
Thanks, game.
Unit dispatched.
Very cool. Literally had like a
Heading to
very
FOB.
low chance to not work. That's disappointing.
Deploying.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Shit.
Be careful down there, boss. All units, special alert. Defend your position.
Analysis complete.
I'll take that.
Don't stop. Don't do it. your friends? Where are your friends?
He's coming too. Roger that.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks about trying to farm a sniper base is that they're snipers. You know? Which sounds like it shouldn't be a problem, but
All
unfortunately
units,
it is.
special alert. Defend your positions. Out. We lost the security cam. Location 4 to be down. Whoever's closest, go check it out.
Don't do it. Wait! Don't shoot! Where are the others?
You gotta extract him. He's coming too. Roger that.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Don't shoot! Where are your friends?
That should not
Don't
should
do it.
not
Where are
have
your
worked.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
CP, this is Zulu 6. Detonation in the area. Can't tell where. Over. This is CP. Understood. We are under attack. All units on alert. Out.
Wait! Don't shoot!
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
I don't want to die!
Oh, thank you, game.
Don't shoot!
CP, this is Zulu 6.
Over here.
Where are your
Dude, I don't know why, but the Hand of Jehovah is just I don't know, it's so satisfying for some reason.
He's coming too.
It just feels like a hand like reaching out and grabbing them, which I know is kind of the point. Oh, I wonder why it's called Hand of Jehovah. Is it supposed to be yeah, I know.
Defend your positions. Out.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Where are the others?
He's coming too. Roger that.
Don't do it.
Oh my! Who the fuck saw me?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to
I guess I did kind of want to give this base a wormhole anyway.
He's here!
There's two guys.
You gonna extract him? Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
CP, this is Solo 1. Lost visual contact. Heading to life zone position. Over. This is CP. Understood. Contact. Proceed with caution. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. The satellite has gone out. Looks like a problem with the power supply. Whoever's closest, go check on the power system. CP,
There's gonna be like a single stupid UAV.
this is CP. Understood. Don't let him get the drop on you. Keep your guard up. Out.
There we go.
Infiltration successful.
Well, on that note, how many was that?
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
30. That's pretty good.
Boss, the
On
rival
that note,
PF
I
knows
think
who we
I
are.
am going
Better step up
to
FOB security in case they
head
retaliate.
out. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Glad that that everybody was here, had a good time. I'm hoping. I'm assuming.